And on the hill here today, Max Fried. What's the word on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
He steps on the bag. One out in the top of the first. Willie Adames stands in now and watches strike one. Ground ball to the right side. Throws to first in time, and they get Adames for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. That's a strike. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
This to third, tosses to first. Giants go in order. Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
This opportunity is once in a lifetime.
Late swing fouled off. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
Tosses across to first, and they get Goldschmidt for the out. And up next for New York, Ben Rice. Rips one to left. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here comes Aaron Judge. And Judge spoils that one. Rice, the base runner at first with 1 out.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
First and second, 2 outs. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A 3-run homer, and that's how they take the lead. It's 3-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
And now, Anthony Volpe. And no one can get there. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
And here is Austin Wells. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Runner at second, 2 down. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
That one well upstairs. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. Yankees with a 3-run shot. Nothing. Back after this on the show. Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Here's Elliot Ramos. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Judge going back on it. Pulls it in on the warning track. 2 outs, base is empty. So here's Wade now. Short hop liner, handled it short. Throws to first. That's out number 3. Bottom half of inning number 2. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswald Peraza. Ray back to work. And a foul ball. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Trent Grisham, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 1 out, base is empty.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Up the middle. That's a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Now up is the Yankees DH, Ben Rice. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Ramos makes the catch, and the inning is all set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Wilmer Flores. Sliced hard but foul. And the pitch. That's out to center field. Grisham settles under it. Puts it away for the out. Now the catcher up to hit, Patrick Bailey. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. On the ground right side, and foul ball. Got him looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball.
Really nice swing as he gave that one a ride the opposite way, but it sliced just foul down in.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball. Back now in the Bronx. Here's some real power at the plate. Aaron Judge. First pitch, not close.
You know, Boo, Judge is one of those guys that leaves his mark on everything he does. Yes, he's great at baseball, but he's also known for working with charities and in his community. He's a special human, no doubt about that.
Judge waits. A swing and a soft liner. Nice grab. One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Fastball right back to the mound. Sends it to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Swing and a miss, strike one.
That pitch started
No
in
ball.
and
One
ended
strike.
up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Up with it, fires to first. In there safely. So 2 down.
Now
Here's the
batting,
shortstop at the plate. Anthony Volpe doubled in his first AB. This one in the dirt.
0-1.
Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. On to the fourth. Mike Yastrzemski up here. In the air, right side. Judge getting an angle on it. And out number 1 on the grab.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt a shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended. Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it. Bottom of the fourth, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. That one out to right. Yastrzemski makes the catch for the out. Here's the catcher to hit, Austin Wells. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw to second is offline.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Next to hit, Oswald Peraza on the ground to third. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. And this one's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there. Now here's Trent Grisham.
Well, you're already down in the game, and not just by...
Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Oh, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way, just let it travel a hair more.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 5-0. Paul Goldschmidt now 1 for 2.
Number 54, Lou Trevino.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider.
No
It's
ball.
0-1.
One
Say
strike.
4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit.
Gassed it right by him. And now Ben Rice. He is singled and he is flied to left. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, you're trying to put me out of business, aren't you? And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
And a 1-1. Foul ball there. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Grisham leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings and misses, struck him out. Ready now for the 5th inning. Leading off, Matt Chapman. That clips the corner.
Well, these Giants just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Going, gone. He'll touch them all. And they're on the board. It's 5-1.
Oh, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Line drive. Come on.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
That's a base hit, and that extends the inning. Digging in, Patrick Bailey. Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball. 2 outs. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And makes the grab, and that is that. Giants move closer with a homer this inning. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. Trevino back to work. Judge rips that one. That's back there. That's down. One hops off the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Wastes no time there. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Chisholm at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Next offering is fouled back. One away with a runner at 3rd. Last half of inning number 5. And ball 1. Ground ball up the middle. Jump throw. And it beats him. What a play.
Well, there it is, a little old school manufacturing of a run after that double. Ground out to get him over and another ground out to get him in. Nice job to get that RBI.
Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
The shortstop takes the ball. And that skips in the dirt. In the air, right field. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Top of the 6th inning. And now, Tyler Fitzgerald. Laser. Could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through. the middle of the field.
Yastrzemski now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Mike Yastrzemski, originally drafted in the air out to center. Lunges for it, but can't make the catch. In comes the run from third to trim the lead. It's an RBI single. It's 6-2. On the ground to short, could be two. There's one. On to Goldschmidt. That's two.
Now batting, the seventh.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. That's to third. Whips it to first. And that is that. But they pick up one run on the RBI. It's now 6-2. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Well, we go bottom six. Now, Austin Wells. Misses inside. 1-0.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. So far, that aggressiveness has been all about attacking the first pitch they see. 7 hits on the first pitch alone, and clearly, they've done a great job turning those hits into runs on the board.
Here's the third baseman, Oswald Peraza. Swings through that one. 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Ramos hauls it in, and there's one away. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, right side. Oh, he brings it down. Nice play. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Back to the top of the lineup. Paul Goldschmidt stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3. And that one fouled off. And that is cut on and missed. 0-2.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Next is the designated hitter, Ben Rice. And a foul ball. Runners on first and third, 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is outside. Swings and misses. That is strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's not. Back at Yankee Stadium. Now the third baseman, Matt Chapman. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Bellinger hauls it in, and there's one away. And up next for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is fouled back. On the ground to third, Peraza on the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that,
And that's the third out. Giants leave one. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Camilo Doval.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Flails at that one. It's a strikeout.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
And that one fouled off. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark, but obviously out of the bullpen you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
One down, base is empty. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced, and this one getting straight to work. It's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's done some damage, launched a homer at his first at bat back in the first.
Yeah, that was a tone setter, no doubt. I mean, you can stomach an early solo homer, but a 3-run shot just doesn't go down quite as smooth.
Out towards left center, Ramos brings it in, and that ends the inning. Back in.
Now pitching for the Yankees.
No, that's a ball.
And it's 1-0.
Number 63. Fernando.
On the ground, right side. Chisholm to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Fitzgerald in the box now. No balls and a strike.
No ball. One
Strike 2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for the Giants, Mike Yastrzemski. Now the 0-1. And strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here in New York, bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Doval back to work. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Oh, that got away from him.
That hit him.
And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Towards first to Adames. That's 1. And it's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field, and that's the inning. Back at Yankee Stadium.
San Francisco, the shortstop, really. Adames.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Williams, a 6'2 righty, 30 years old now, and he was a second-round pick back in 2013. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. There's a strike. Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. One down, base is empty. Line drive, pulls it down, and there's two gone.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Strike two.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swings here and blasts one left field, and that'll do it.